Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm thankful for the views, I'm thankful for the subscription, and I'm thankful to the Lord. It's another day that the Lord has given us to record this video. It's another day that the Lord has given us the voice to talk. It's another day that the Lord has given us the eyes to see how we shall do this thing, okay? So I'm thankful to the Lord, and I just want to dive into the video, okay? So welcome, and I hope this video teaches you at least a thing. So welcome. So today I'm going to talk about that habit of complaining simply because things are not going your way. Okay, so I've realized it's something that everybody knows. Nobody wants for his life to be running negatively. Everybody wants their lives to be smooth running, if their bills are paid, their health are in the perfect conditions. Nobody wants that to be on the other side, like on the negative side. But the negatives shall happen whether we like it or not. They shall happen, and they are there to teach us one or two lessons. So me, I came to realize, like, the world thrives off negative experiences. Let me explain why. Because I came to realize, like, let me give an example. For example, let's say there is a family that lacked justice. Maybe out of a bad experience, they needed justice, but the justice was never served. So you will find a person from that family will go and study law just to give the family the justice it deserved sometimes back. And if you come to see, this experience of lacking justice has made this person a better person. Like, this person has gone to study law, and from studying the law, the person becomes a lawyer, right? And from that becoming a lawyer, this person will serve its family. Ile family yake yenye ilikuwa imekosa ile justice, its family will get justice from his experience, and other families too. So if you check, it's not just one person benefiting of the experience. It's people. So you see, and at the end, the world has become a better place just because of that one experience. So me, I came to realize the world needs negative experiences for it to move forward. A person becomes a policeman because maybe his sibling was robbed and the police didn't do their work. So I ought to. If they can't do their work, let me be the person. If this person cannot do this, let me be the person. So you see, in the end, it's not just one person benefiting. It's many people. And so the world needs negative experiences. You become a teacher, your parents maybe were not taught, did not get the education that you have, okay? So you feel like if you become a teacher, you will help other children not go through the experience that your parents had. You get an office job because someone alikudharau, alisema wewe hata kwa office utafika kweli. You see, and you get the office job, you do your work well, and the company prospers. So through one's negative experiences, many people benefit. Do you get me? You also become you can also become a chef, say, let's say in another country where your culture hasn't been appreciated, and you feel like your culture has been imedharauliwa. So you want to show people, oh, do you really know my culture? So you start showing people your culture through cooking. Like you open a hotel, you start selling your traditional meals, and they sell off. And for you to sell that, for you to open a hotel, you must employ. Okay, so through this kudharauliwa na mtu mmoja, watu wengine wamepata kazi. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So it is that. So it is many people benefit of one person's experience. That is one thing that I came to learn, that is happening and happened and will happen in the world. For as long as the person who experienced the negative, for as long as the person who experienced it negatively chooses to act positively. So when you see a negative, when you are going through a negative experience in your life, don't complain. It is there for a reason. And that sometimes people don't, it is hurtful to tell people it happened for a reason, but it happened for a reason. Okay? So don't complain and see your life as something that is ending, or you feel like you've been overburdened, okay, just because of a negative experience. Ni kama when an impulse, is it an impulse or an, I think it's an impulse. When an impulse has to be conducted, si hapo kwa nini kuna kwanga na a gradient, let's say a gradient, and there's negatives inside the cell membrane and the positives inside the membrane. For the impulse to be conducted, for my synapse, whichever, the positive has to neutralize alafu negative. So there must be, what I'm trying to say is the negative attracts the positive. I think that's the ending word. The negative attracts the positive most of the time. So think it that way. The negative attracts the positive. So be assured, when you're going through something negative, something positive ought to happen. And if it does not happen now, it will happen. But it will. Liwe liwalo itafanyika. So don't give up. Don't lose hope. And don't feel like your world is ending. Utamka kesho ushtuke, oh, it was just a day. Okay? So it may take time before you realize that the negative experience was for a purpose. You don't know the wisdom behind the wisdom. And God is the source of wisdom. And the wisdom is in the experience. So it may take 30 years for you to realize the wisdom in the wisdom. I don't know if you get me. But it is there for a reason. So if you've been overcome. So if you're overcome by a negative situation, it is human to complain and to feel like I do not deserve this. So who deserves it? Sorry. And the funny thing is, we complain but end up doing the same thing which we complained of. So where are you kwanza una overburden your brain. Okay? So most of the times you complain because you are not planned. And some of the experiences you get, it's because you just can't avoid them. No matter how planned you are, you just cannot avoid them, because some of the experiences are in your fate. It is destiny. Have you ever found a person becoming sick while the person had never smoked? Let's say a person had a lung cancer. This person has never smoked in their lifetime, They ate well, or the right way, the right diet. They exercised. They did all that was to be done for their health to be in the right way or in the right manner. But they end up becoming sick because it is in the fate. It is in your destiny, and you cannot control your destiny. Destiny is destiny. Kadra ni kadra. Okay? So if you find yourself complaining, ask yourself, are you comparing yourself with others? Because sometimes complaining comes from that. You see someone's life, someone's life going this way. And most likely, it's a person, it's like it's your peer. You are on the same age group, the level, or almost the same, but you compare yourself. Why can't I do this? Why haven't I done this? Why? So most likely you are comparing yourself. The second one, you are not planned. Okay, so if you find yourself complaining, take a breather, breathe. If you need to take a break, take a break. But when you come back, be planned, have a plan. Why are you complaining? First of all, why are you complaining? Ask yourself, why are you complaining? And that which you are complaining of, can I solve it? Can I control it? If you can, let's go to the plan. If you can't, pray about it and leave it to God. It will just go away. Sometimes it's the devil's noise. It will go away. And check your environment. Are you in the right environment? Check that. Okay? So when it comes to planning, have goals. Have goals that are realistic. Small, not big goals. Do not start on building a 10-story house when you're in a Babati. Does it make any sense? Doesn't. So the goals should be smart. I think S was for specific, measurable. They should be measurable. They should be accurate. They should be realistic. And the last one is time bound. Have a time frame. By tomorrow. If for example, let me say I'm complaining like I do not have a job, right? And I'm complaining of the bills. So my goals should start with. So my goals should start with something like, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up by this time, most likely in the morning. Why are you sitting in your bed na una kazi? Why? Wewe ni mtoto wa tajiri? No. Nataka kama ni mtoto wa tajiri ni nyumba yako? No. Amka. You wake up. First of all, that previous night you tengeneza your CV very well, vizuri. And then you wake up early, you pray. Pray before you leave your house. Pray. And then you just go. Go, and your Lord will be with you. So me, I was just talking about I'm confused. So what was I saying? So, okay, you've gone and you do not, if you're searching for a job, do not be limited. Do as much as you can. Do as much as you can, because at this time you're trying to get yourself out of that thing which you are complaining of. Okay? So you have no option to choose. And sometimes we complain because we have options. Sometimes you just don't need options. Do anything for as long as you will get out of that state of complaining. Okay? So, and then you do tasks. Little tasks at a time. Little tasks at a time. Little tasks at a time. And then you believe and believe and believe. Me, I will keep on saying that God is immortal. That is one thing you will have to take from all my videos. And if I forget to say that, kindly do remind me. God is immortal. And God is our provider. He's the sole sustainer of souls. Like, do we realize, like, we don't have to stress over what we have to eat for as long as we are making efforts to plan for the meal, if I may quote it as that. And how do you plan for a meal? You go and find the money to buy that meal. You will get the money, but do you know how that job has been looped mpaka ikafika kwako? Do you know how? It is God's matters. So when you go out and you search for the job, have it in your heart, believe it in your heart that your Lord, the one who brought you into this earth, ndo anakupeleka hapo kwanza. He's the one who is directing towards, because he knows what you deserve. And God is just. God, there will never be a day when God doesn't reward a creation of his who is taking steps to better himself. Yes, to better himself, to provide for himself. Because I'm saying to provide for himself because in the Quran, Allah has written like, one of the things that he doesn't like is people begging other people. I'm sorry to say, but it is the truth. Because if you may check, when you borrow, when you go and if it becomes a habit of you to borrow, it somehow lowers your dignity. Yeah, so when you keep on borrowing from people, it lowers your dignity, and then you start feel like you are not worthy. And that is where you start, if you find yourself starting to complain. So if you can mitigate that, or if you can deal away with that slowly by slowly, baby steps, that will be good for you. So what I'm trying to say is plan, always have a plan. If you start finding yourself complaining, ask yourself those questions. Are you comparing yourself with others? Is your environment heading towards the right direction? Are you in the right environment? What about your actions? What about your thoughts? It's all upon you and your choices, nobody else. Okay, so if you do that and you start having a plan, and if you don't have a plan, you can talk to someone who can analyze. You are the best person to analyze for yourself. But if you feel like you can't, you can talk to a person. So that will be the end of this video. So I hope that you get a lesson or two from the video, and I hope this video will help you. So, or you can also tell me one of the experience. Actually, this is best. You can share with me or with the other people in the comment section one of the experiences the negative experience that you had, and you felt like once in your lifetime where you were overcome by a negative experience, and you had felt like the world was going to end or to Isha, but then God came through. So I want you to share that, and I think that will be a motivation for the other people who are going through the negative things, for them to feel like, to see like there's a light in the tunnel, at the end of the tunnel. Okay, so that will be all. Until next time, bye bye, inshallah. Bye bye.